Hey guys, this is Real Appalachia with Shane.
And Melody.
And today we're in eastern Kentucky in a little town called Seco.
That's right.
And
been hit pretty hard with flooding.
yeah, it's got an amazing old company store, but
yes,
boy, it is really sad for me to see considering last time I came it was much better condition. We'll show you around a little bit, but we'll start here at the company store.
Yeah, and we hope you guys will like this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe.
That's right, let's get over here and take a look.
All right.
So like we said, the town is named Seco, which is short for Southeast Coal Company. It's just a mashup of that. And this is now Highland Winery.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat. I'm pretty sure at one time, I don't know if it's, I may be wrong, but I was thinking they ran a bed and breakfast out of here too.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it though?
It looks so cute.
Yeah, for one of this old style, for this style of company store, you don't see hardly any of them standing anymore, and you sure don't see them in this kind of condition.
Oh yeah.
So this is a real gem that needs to be taken care of.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure.
Even with the flooding, it still looks in great shape.
I'd like to try their wine, but
yes, they're not open today.
not open today. But we'll try to take a peek in the window. We just have the worst luck with that, don't we?
We do.
And some of it's because most of our travelers on weekends.
Oh my gosh, look at this bee. You have to get that.
In case you've never seen a bee before.
Oh, look how big it is. You
Well,
totally missed it. There you go.
It's on itself, so close on it is.
Giving the bee the colonoscopy.
It's all his innards. But yeah, it's so neat out here too. These chairs and you can tell it got a little bit of the flooding. Unfortunately, it looks like maybe.
Yeah. Looks that way.
And there's one of your favorites, the kitty cats.
The cat. Yeah.
Must have had a good sale on that paint, that yellow paint when they did it.
Yes, there's a lot of yellow.
Or yeller, as I like to call it.
Yeller.
But these old coal towns are disappearing, and they were anyway. And then the flood takes out more and more and more. We'll show you this post office down here in a minute, but I loved it too. It's a real tiny little thing, and that's just an old coal town, man. Just don't know how much longer it'll be last.
Hanging in there for now.
Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, as you love to say.
I've literally never said that.
You have ever since we did that first video. You didn't say it before.
No,
that.
you did.
You can go on back that road, which we did, and there's not a whole lot left. There's a little bit of housing and stuff like that, so it's not. But still, you know, how long ago was those flooding down here? Was it? It's not been a year, but.
No.
Well, we just talked to the owner.
Yes.
It was a timely.
It's good timing.
Good timing.
Very, very, very sweet people.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of what you expect in a place like that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Really sharp.
Very sweet and welcoming to us, so.
And I can tell a good business person.
Yes.
And salesperson.
But I love this place. Absolutely love it. I'm going to talk Shane into buying it.
If I had the money. So if we can get about, I don't know, 20,000 patrons in the next year, we'll have this will be called the Real Appalachia Winery, right?
Hey, the Real Appalachia General Store. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we thought we'd show you a little bit more just to get you an idea of the flood damage, unfortunately, and then.
Yeah.
So sad to know. You know, it's been a good while, hasn't it?
They seem like such good people. I hate that, you know, they got hit so hard.
Yeah. It's been so cursed with the flooding.
Oh goodness. Yeah, we hadn't been down on this side.
This breaks my heart because when I was down here last.
I know.
When I was down here last, look at this church. This is just.
I know.
That is heartbreaking.
Yeah. Like you said, it hasn't been a year, but it wasn't like, you know, 2 months ago either. It's just.
Yeah, it's been enough time to where you would, you know, for them, it's almost like you just have to accept that it's part of your life because it's just.
Yeah.
You know. So.
I've seen a lot of East Kentucky people talk about that, you know, it's just you get flooding and you pick up the damage and you keep going, and you know, it may happen again. You just have to keep going.
Yeah.
That's why the Appalachian people are so resilient, you know. We've you've been hit hard a lot of ways and just keep going.
Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, they just bounce back. That's the thing that blows me away is the spirit and determination of people. You know, they don't get broken.
Yes.
It's just, just another time they'll grind through it.
It's just so, like you said, you know, it's so sad to think about losing a home, but even you see a church taken down too. I mean,
yeah. Well, let's be honest. In a lot of Appalachia and coal towns, faith is the main thing that you have left. You know.
Yeah, faith is what gets you through a lot of times.
Yeah, when you see your church or something is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it going to do to you? It's just that was your place of hope.
Exactly.
That's where you find that peace. But
the church is the people. It's not the place. So you know, you can gather and wherever you can.
The funny thing is, what you're saying is exactly the spirit of that keeps people going. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
I guarantee you that very same words have come out of somebody's lips down here that was heartbroken about seeing their church gone.
You can kind of see from this angle we're going to hit the trash and the debris that's still on the side of the river. And you see, you know, it's not right at the embankment, and we've had a lot of rain. It's up a little bit high right now, so you see how much water fell to get to that point.
I mean, how would you ever feel good anytime you hear what bad weather after you get a little bit of panic attack?
Yeah. Exactly right.
Yeah, God bless these people, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
I'm just round the clock working. They're trying to salvage. This is home.
Yeah.
It's not just some place in the world. For them, this is where they live and have their attachment and their roots. And
you can still donate to Kentucky flood victims. For anybody that has it in their heart to do that.
Yeah. They need it as much now as they did the day after.
Yep, absolutely. I feel like even more so, you know, this is a time when people need more help because it's like, when it first happens, it's fresh on everybody's mind, and then
it really registers and
nobody's really talking about it anymore. And then like we come somewhere like this and we see how much they're going through still.
You saw the name Boss Hill Road, and you see things like that a lot of times when it was where the boss's houses were for the coal mining and stuff. Now up here, and again, you can see just the horrific damage here to everything. Nothing is untouched.
Yeah.
But right up here is the post office. The last time I came, it's just heartbreaking to me. The last time I came, I just thought how adorable this little place was.
Yeah.
And now just to see how much it's going to take.
Seems like everything on this side of the street has been almost destroyed.
Well, like here's the post office that I love so much. It's so tiny, and there's a little mattress leaning up against it. And then there's a church beside it, and they've both been hammered.
Yeah.
Man, it's heartbreaking.
I know.
Heartbreaking. I'm seeing somebody's building back here, and that's good to see. People determined.
Yes.
Determined to make it work.
That's exactly right.
I'm going to jump out and give you a little bit closer look at that post office. It's just adorable. Look how tight that is. It's very small little place, and it's irreplaceable too. It's what's so sad, like you said.
Yeah.
It's obviously not in operation right now. Got a mattress against the door and everything else.
Sad.
And just a big piece of their history of this community.
Yeah, and this church over here is the same. You can tell it's an old building, and it's just out of commission.
I know. I mean, so many people worshipped here and married and funerals and everything else, and then all that stuff is in ruins right now. Hopefully, it can be fixed.
Yeah, I hope
Hopefully, there's plans to be doing it, but it's
Yeah.
Looks like it's a long way from happening at this point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so.
Yeah. Kind of just wanted to give you a little shot of people's yards. Are just everything. It's just hit everything. Just all this debris, and it's so overwhelming. Where would you start?
Yeah.
And to think you'd have to deal with that every day of your life for months on end, and probably turn into years.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
And wait for any help if you get any at all.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're going to cross one of your favorite things here.
I know, I hate
the bridge. Its weight limit, 0 tons, it looks like.
We shouldn't have ate such a big lunch.
You're blaming me for this. You're thinking, if I lost 20 more pounds, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
No, the bridge seems pretty sturdy, but I just hate bridges, period. I'm just not a bridge fan.
I know this about you, but think we talked about the post office opened back in 1915. So Seco was one that turned at the 20th century was a very big powerhouse in this area. But then, you know, of course, like everything else, hard times hit and layoffs, and it became a part of the past.
Yeah. And watch, there's a big landslide hole up here.
Okay. Oh yeah. That got you nervous, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And it should. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this look at Seco, Kentucky.
That's right.
Hopefully coming back.
Yes. And like I said, you can still donate for Kentucky flooding. We just come down for a visit, but we saw how much they're still being affected. So, yeah, it's awful, but...
Yeah, let's don't forget about them. They're still in rough shape, and
absolutely.
it's just as important now as it was the day after it happened, so...
Yeah. And thank you, guys. We will see you on down the road.